By any measure, 1968 was a historic year. Powerful forces were unleashed. There were race riots and assassination, Vietnam, and a trip around the moon. The people who lived through that time have stories to tell that help us understand the country that we are today. 40 years ago, I stood on this corner in San Francisco. It was the center of the universe for the counterculture, hippies from around the world. I was trying to make sense of that turbulent year. It was a pivotal time, but it didn't happen overnight. And to understand 68, you have to know what came before it.
This is Tom Brokaw reporting from the Haight-Ashbury district in San Francisco.
So here I am back on a corner of the Haight in San Francisco, this time without my tie, but I'm also a grandfather now. In fact, so many of the kids who came here and who were protesting on the campuses, they're grandparents as well, and many of them are members of the establishment. So much of who we are now was set in motion in 1968, and the consequences are complex and uneven. Maybe it is time to have an honest evaluation of what's worth saving and what should be left behind.
My name's Gail Slocum. I work at pg&e, and we're talking about Climate Smart. Global warming is a problem we're all faced with. The typical California household emits 5.3 tons of carbon dioxide a year. Climate Smart allows all of our customers the opportunity to zero out their carbon footprint for their energy use at their home or their business. Based on your energy use, we invest a certain amount in projects like preserving California's forests. So when we bill you, we bill a small amount per therm and per kilowatt hour to balance out the impact of your energy use on climate change. Climate Smart's a voluntary program, and to sign up, all you have to do is go to the website and look under Climate Smart and let us know you want to join. Every month, your bill will reflect the exact amount needed to balance out your energy carbon footprint. If 200,000 pg&e customers sign up for Climate Smart, it's the equivalent of taking 350,000 cars off the road for 1 year. You don't have to be an environmentalist in order to want to save our planet. Climate Smart is one move in the right direction, and with enough support, I believe we can do this.
Greg, this is the front entrance to the cell house, the administration end. And if you look over the doorway, you can actually see an eagle. And underneath that eagle, the stars and bars, is some American Indian graffiti.
Oh, I see. They've taken the red and white stripes and created the word free.
That's correct. That's correct. It's just been recently restored. This is Craig Glassner, our expert on the Indian occupation.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I understand you've got the expertise to help us get a context about the times here in the United States and specifically in the Bay Area when this occupation happened.
Sure. Well, it was the 1960s.
You know, John, It's always seemed somewhat ironic to me that this maximum security prison was plopped down on a rock in the middle of a bay that's perhaps one of the most beautiful in the world, with these gorgeous skylines, and it's just such a strange place to choose to make a penitentiary.
Yeah, that's true, but that was part of the punishment of Alcatraz. They could sit on these bleachers and look out and see what they were missing. The Bureau of Prisons brought in a new locking mechanism when they took over the cell house in 1934. They brought in case-hardened steel bars, gun galleries up above, where the keys to operate the door mechanism would be lowered down to the officer on the floor. He would open up the gang box and operate the cell doors.
That little section of brick wall down there, that's deceiving, because you're just seeing a small fraction of the fortification walls. By the time the Army was finished fortifying Alcatraz at the start of the Civil War, there were nearly half a mile of masonry walls surrounding the island.
Greg, this view from the cell house, I think, is the best view in San Francisco.
Well, John, I don't think I can argue about that, but I can thank you for all the great information you've shared with us. I'd like to thank your team, too, for the information they've shared with us and all the great work you all are doing to keep this island a great piece of history and a bit of a natural wonder.
Well, thank you. That's our mission as a national park site, to tell the story and to also preserve this site, and we hope that more people will come out to learn about Alcatraz.
Well, I'm going to be back.
All right, we look forward to having you back.